Hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, hey. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back to Santana's World. How are you guys doing today? Oh my goodness, guys. Look, I have been missing you guys so much. I know I have been MIA, but it has been because I didn't know if you guys were enjoying the story times or if you guys are just like, I'm sick of it. So listen, if you have any ideas, any video ideas, I am most definitely up to doing them. Just leave them in the comments below, or I will have my social media in the description box below. Just follow those or my email and just let me know what you guys want to see. And I am open to doing anything that you guys want to see. Just leave them down below. Also, I wanted to start an eating channel, but I'm just going to keep this channel and I may start another one. So be just on the update. I'll keep you guys updated with that. But guys, I've been missing you guys so much. Oh my goodness. Like, okay, so today's video is something very different and I am so nervous. But, I just want to use my platform in a good way. Like, I have been through so much in my life. And I just want to be able to share some of those things with you guys because you just never know who is going through the same thing that you're going through or maybe that you went through or whatever. Like, you just don't know. So I'm just going to be brave enough to just put my story out here. But listen, guys, this is just my story. And also, this will be a 3-part series, okay? 3-part. This is the first part. The first part of it is called Heartbreak, okay? The second part of the series is called, let me see. Okay, the second part of the series is called Addiction. And the third part of the series is called Life After Addiction. So guys, yes, this is a 3-part series. Make sure that you have your notifications on so you can get notified when I post my videos because I'm pretty sure this is something that a lot of people want to see. So yeah. So this is going to be my story about my addiction and, life after addiction because I've been clean, for a while now, all to the grace of God because if it was up to me, baby, I would still be BSing out here in these streets. Okay, let's just be all the way honest. I have nothing to do with it. I give all glory to God. Do you hear me? So for real, okay? So listen. So I just broke it up in 3 parts just to keep you guys, just to be wanting more, And how I broke it up was just like, you'll see once I, get into it. But guys, I hope that you guys like it. And just, yes, I'm doing it for somebody out there who needs it. So listen, okay. Part 1 is life before addiction. So I was born on May 27th, okay? And my parents are, D and G. I'm just going to say that. Hi, Mom and Dad. And I was, and looking back, I see my parents was just doing everything they could. When they had, they was doing everything they could with what they had, And, you don't realize that stuff until you get older and you start going through your own things in life. And you realize that for real, seriously. But yes, okay. So, yes, okay. So, of course, they had their own, voices. Wait. Let me go back. They have their own voices, which, their stories is not mine. So I'm not going to tell their stories, but I'm going to tell mine. But due to me and my dad's relationship, it wasn't always just the strongest. Like it's getting like stronger now every day, but when I was younger, it most definitely wasn't. And yeah, so due to my dad's and me and I, we didn't have the best relationship, so I started to act out. Okay, and I acted out in ways that I knew better today. But then I had no idea of dealing with that. I started to act out and fighting my anger, in my early teens. I would fight all the time, and I also, even male attention, and little did I know with all that anger I was holding on to, that would be the very thing that made me use drugs. Because when you hold on to all that baggage, listen, them bags get too heavy. Sometimes you just gotta let go, you know? Even, look, it don't matter. You gotta let go. If you wanna truly, truly move forward and truly be happy, no matter what, you have to forgive and let go. I didn't say forget, but you can't hold on to that. No, that's not good. So, okay, heartache. Heartache. This is the title of this part. So I got my heart broken a lot of times over the years, but anger and heartache do not go hand in hand. You know, it was the thing that took me down fast and hard. You know, my love life, my love was so good. What? My first love was so good to me. I'm so sorry. I'm not reading off this paper, y'all. My first love was so good to me. He spoiled me and gave me everything I wanted, you know, and needed. But he was also young. We were both young and dumb, but we were in love, you know. I thought that I had no one I thought that no one would come between us, but someone did, you know, and she was also a friend, and yes, so I thought that she would be, you know, sometimes she was a person that I would talk to, you know, about things that we were going through, you know, and stuff like that, but I thought I could trust her, but little did I know I couldn't trust her at all. They, you know, end up, having sex or whatever, and they will eventually have not one, but two kids. Okay. Yeah. In high school and after high school, but we were still like messed around for about 7 to 8 years still. But after they had kids, I knew that I had to move forward and I had to let them go, which I did. You know, it was not easy at all. Let me tell you. Yes, it was not easy at all, but I knew I had to. So I did. And as much as I hated it, to let it go, I had to begin. And what I did, I started to be busy. You know, because when you be busy, you could just like not think about stuff, you know, because you just try to keep your mind off of that. So I just started to model. I started my modeling career, which was fun. Although I didn't have an agent, you know, for my modeling, it didn't stop me from chasing my dreams. I said crushing. Yo, my handwriting is so sloppy. I'm like struggling to read. Okay. So it didn't stop me. It really didn't stop me from chasing my dreams, because even though I didn't have an agent, I still did things myself. And you can do things yourself, and you don't have to pay nobody 10% that you can do yourself. Like, I got out here and I was doing photo shoots, fashion shows. I was doing every and anything to get my face out there, and I did. And I did good. I went to the Ozone Awards. I was nominated for SCA Awards. Like, it was, yes, okay. This is all in here. Let me go back. Let me get back to the reading. Okay, so yes, I started my modeling career, and although I didn't have an agent, it stopped me from chasing my dreams. So I began to do photo shoots, fashion shows, sometimes paid hostings. I began to travel a lot, and when I tell you I was putting that work in, it's an understatement. I was putting that work in. So I was nominated for a SCA award, which they have every year for the underground artists in Memphis. So I went. I went to Memphis early, about 2006 was the first time I went there, which I met him. We gonna just leave him as him. I met him, and he was from Charleston. He was a Geechee. He had this accent like a Jamaican man, like a Rasta, but he wasn't. I was like, what are you from, Jamaica? Like, that's what I said. He was like, no, I'm from Charleston. You know, but they got that Geechee talk, you know. If you know Charleston, you know what I'm talking about. But anyways, which I saw him, he tried to holler, you know, a few times and got rejected every single time. Yes, he did. But the third time, I don't know why I gave in, though. I ended up giving him my number. And, yes, and then we went our separate ways, you know, until one day he called me, you know, on my phone, and I answered. He called me when I was getting off of work one day, because I had a very good job. I had my own place, own car, you know, a good job. Like, I had just got me a house, because I was living in an apartment, but I had just got me a house. I was doing very good for myself. I really was. Okay, back to this. Okay, so he called me when I got off work, but I was hella tired, and I answered. It was him. We talked for hours. Even though I knew he wasn't any good for me, which ladies, you have that gut feeling that's just like, I don't know. But you choose to just do it anyway sometimes, and just, yes, that's what happened this time. Okay, so even though I knew he wasn't no good for me, but I didn't disregard my feelings, and you know, I got with him anyways. And he eventually came down from Charleston to visit me. And man, when I tell you, he said everything that I wanted to hear. Like, but later to come to find out, he was just one of those player types that they just thought and knew that every girl was just gonna do whatever he said. But you know what, man, he was fine though, and that accent, bro. Oh my god, yes, the accent. Oh my goodness, like it was hard. Okay, so he told me everything I wanted to hear about. We was going to go to Atlanta, we was going to go to Charleston, because I had left everything, y'all. Like I just told you, I had everything for my own self. I left everything and moved to Charleston in hopes of, really not moving to Charleston. He said we was going to go to Charleston. I was going to meet his parents. We was going to stay there for like a week, and then we was going to go to Atlanta. That was the plan. Because that was the whole plan for me, because I was modeling real, like, good at this moment. And that was like a dream to live in Atlanta with just all these different opportunities, So, yes, and I really felt like I really thought that he was sincere and that he meant what he said, and all these things, okay? So, yes. So we were supposed to go to Atlanta to start our careers together, me and modeling, because he was a producer. And I had everything already, my own car, my own job, my own apartment, but I had just bought a house. So I didn't need him. Despite the feelings I had, I left everything. And I moved with him. And he said that we were going to meet his parents, and then we were going to go to Atlanta. But when we got to Charleston, it was something else, We was just there. And that's cool, but that wasn't the plan, And then it was just like I felt like so alone, because I felt like just abandoned, because I never seen him when I was in Charleston, because he was a producer, he was in the studio all day and night. So I really felt alone and abandoned and in a strange place, and I got really depressed, really bad. It was real bad, y'all. It was bad. Okay, so let me just get back to what I was saying. So I moved, yes, then go to Charleston, yes, but we got there, and it was just pretty much he just left me by myself in his parents' house, and I felt abandoned. And I thank Lord that these people were good people, like they really were. Like I still have to this day love his sister, love his parents, because they just were so nice and good to me, even though they didn't have to. They didn't have to be at all, okay? So, yes, even though these were good people, but I still felt very lonely, and I got very depressed. It was very bad. And I just want to touch on mental health, because mental health is so important. Like, it is very important, guys. You have to make sure that your mental health if you are not feeling right, don't feel weak that you feel like, a lot of people may feel like, oh, well, I feel weak because I have to go, like, I can't control this stuff and all this, like, but you really have to go talk to somebody. Talking to a therapist or a psychiatrist, that is the best thing. You really don't even need medicine. If you just have that outlet to talk and get all that stuff out, I'm telling you, it's the best thing. You have to make sure that your mental health is together, regardless of however you feel, whatever, whoever, don't matter about what nobody else say or how nobody else feel about whatever, because you got to do what you got to do for your own self, for real. Period. Okay? Period. Yes. You got to always make sure that, you always got to make sure that your mental health is together. Because that is the most important thing. It really is. Mental health is very important. Okay? But, I did, go there to be in a whole relationship, and I still felt lonely. But eventually, that relationship became abusive, more mentally than, physically. Anything else, and his sister became one of my best friends still. But I eventually left and went back home. Yeah, and he was so mad that I left. He's still like, why'd you leave? And it's just like, I'm a person. I had a child. Like, what you mean? Why I leave? I was supposed to go to Atlanta and get myself stable and send for my child. I have a whole child. That wasn't the plan. Like, and just it was so much other things. But I'm getting to that on the other one, guys. So you guys gotta make sure you stay tuned. I said make sure you stay tuned. Yes, but guys, okay. Let me finish this. Yes, but he was upset that I left. But I knew that when I left the house, and I knew that I had to move forward, because I knew that situation was not going to work. So it took me a while, though. It took me a long time to get him out of my system. I'm not going to lie. It really did. But I did it because, with time eventually heals everything. And that is true facts right there. Time heals a lot. So yes, but it took me a while to get him out of my system, but eventually I did. And but it was like the hardest thing though. I'm not gonna sit here and act like that wasn't hard, but all of these things, all of this heartache on top of the stuff that I went through, in my childhood was just, you're gonna be able to judge for yourself though, because part 2 and 3 are gonna be tea, and so, but it's just like not really tea. It's just my story, and I just hope that it's helpful for somebody out there that is going through the same thing, and maybe they need to know. And it's like this life after addiction. Yes, it is, but you most definitely have to want it, because if you don't want it, it's not gonna work at all. If you are not tired, if you are not like, if you don't want it, point blank, period, it is not going to work. Okay? But then when let me get back to this. But when I left him, it took, like I said, it took me a while. But I was dating, but I'm not gonna be telling all of my people who I dated, but I'm gonna tell the ones who left the impact, and in ways that I felt like were just things that was piled on me that eventually made me use drugs, because I felt like I had no outlet, I really did. So that's when I met my husband, the one who I said he tried to kill me. That is a real life story. So just know that in part 2, guys, I hope that you guys are ready. And most definitely I'm going to be ready. Even though I'm a little nervous, but I have to put it out there because I know that somebody else going through it, and they need to know that you just have to stay strong, and no matter what, you got to keep God first, because if you don't keep God first, it's not going to work out the best way, guys. But this is the end of part 1, guys. I hope that you guys stay tuned for part 2. Make sure your notifications are on, guys. I have missed you guys so much. Like I said, if you guys have any video ideas, guys, make sure that you drop them in the comments, or just hit me up on Facebook or Instagram, because I always have those in the description box down below. But please subscribe, guys, if you haven't. Press that subscribe button. Join Santana's World, guys. Until next time, guys. Peace.